Now I know if I wear these glasses, some black person's going to show up and say, "Man, he think he all that with them glasses, man. Why is he wearing those glasses?" We talked about this last night. I do not understand this culture of black men criticizing other black men's appearances. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Do you think any of these black people would come to Maximilian's channel and critique his looks? Would they come to another Caucasian's channel and critique their looks? Absolutely not. But let me wear these glasses in this video and watch. Watch. There's going to be a random black person that pop up in here and say, "Man, look at this guy. What does he think he is, The Rock or something, man?" Yo, Koopa, what's good? T Mundra, what's going on? We don't do the same drugs no more. I'm on Twitter. Who's Maximilian? Good, that's funny. Listen, if Maximilian or any of his fans are watching, this is not a video to create beef, tension, or drama. This is not a beef, tension, or drama thing. I just wanted to point something out that I saw coming from Maximilian Dood. Now, somebody said, "Who is Maximilian?" He has a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers. I personally do not watch his channel, but I don't watch a lot of gaming channels. But I do kind of, I have seen him around when it comes to the algorithms, when it comes to certain other people within my circle. Um, Bro, who cares who he is? Well, I'm just doing a video. I'm just chronicling the Nintendo to experience, just for later purposes, because I know in the future I'm going to say, go back and watch this video because, you know what I mean? A lot of times I'm 10, 12, 30, 100 years ahead in advance of everybody else. And I'm so advanced that people think I'm trolling at the current time. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, are you trolling right now, bro? And I'm like, no, no, I'm not trolling. I'm 100% serious. Say, what's up, Nova? How you doing, brother? But I'm on Twitter and he did a reaction to the Nintendo Switch reveal. No, I'm not a fanboy. Not a Nintendo fanboy, not an Xbox fanboy. I am not a PlayStation fanboy. I'm not a Steam Deck fanboy. I'm nobody's fan, but I am a fan of video games. I can admit that I am a fan of video games. From the games that I'm not interested in, Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, to games that I am interested in, Persona, Final Fantasy, things of that such. Um, and a lot of times, if you do see me lashing out and raging out on Blanchu with the donation, we are the ones that wanted hardware innovation and new ideas. They were the ones that wanted to switch, but stronger. Now that they have that, they're mad that Nintendo is being creative. Isn't creative. We don't do the same drugs no more. We don't know. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, is because of what Blanchu's saying right there, yo. Blanchu's already 10 to 12 steps ahead of me. This channel and this channel alone was the only channel talking about console innovation when it pertains to the Nintendo. Now all of a sudden it's like, man, oh my God, that was it? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, were we or were we not, Blanju? The only channel, I believe I went to your podcast. I wish, Blanchard, can I pull up your podcast without getting flagged? Blanchard might hit me with a flag. Bow! If I pull up his video. You know what I'm saying? This was about a damn near a year. Am I here, guys? Something's going on with my connection. Maximilian Dood, he's got some type of connection with YouTube. Messing with my channel. Am I still live, guys? Give me a thumbs up if I'm still live, guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're back. Okay, good, good, good. I don't know what happened, man. It's Nintendo is the only console where it's just like, damn if you do and damn if you don't. We have consoles like PlayStation that literally, in this video you're gonna watch, Maximilian Dude is literally saying that this feels like it's just an iPhone upgrade, which it is not. The iPhone upgrades are yearly. Damn, I wanted to go in sleep mode and lose it. Damn it, I lost.
Hey guys, there's a change over here.
Two changes.
Two changes.
Damn it. Is the iPhone upgrades yearly? It's been 8 years. I guess he's going off of the initial reaction. And I'm not mad at the guy. He's going to have his opinions and thoughts, and I'm not mad about that. But I have some critique on the things that he's about to say. God dang it. When you watch YouTube on television, they give you like 30-second ads that you can't skip. Now I'm stuck. Oh. I see, if we're talking about the initial trailer or the reaction of what they showed us, I don't think that's a reason to be as critical, especially if you were not critical of PlayStation, especially if you were not critical of the Xbox's release consoles. You got five PlayStations, you got 4 or 5 Xboxes, and those are literally just nothing but iPhone upgrades. The PlayStation 5 is no different than the PlayStation 4. Nothing. Nothing. No different whatsoever. But just minor upgrades. And I don't even know what those minor upgrades are. Faster loading times? This is ridiculous that what I'm seeing from Maximilian Dude. And this is a guy, this is one of these YouTube channels, man, that preach positivity. Looking for the positives when it comes to terrible, terrible stuff that's going on within gaming, man. These guys have blood on their hands. These guys are fully responsible of the downfall of gaming because they've refused to be critical. But when it comes to Nintendo, they are extremely critical. And they said nothing about the PlayStation. Nothing. The PlayStation has literally not released any exclusives until last year. The Nintendo Switch 2 does something that Xbox and PlayStation did not do, and that is going to offer you an exclusive at launch. And that's with Mario Kart. Meanwhile, PlayStation and Xbox is telling us to dive back into our back catalog. Play our backwards compatible games. Rent our games off of our streaming service. With PlayStation, nothing. 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 Remasters. This is the same guy that we all know that Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. He has nothing critical to say that. Okay, he might have said the game was too easy or something like that. But we all know that those are not the major problems when it pertains to those Final Fantasy games. Thus, the reason why sales are plummeting on all three of those games. These are Final Fantasy games. And nothing critical to say. $70 games. No innovation, no imagination, no creativity, no nothing. Offering you nothing. Yes, it would have been okay if it was something else. If it was called Fantasy Final, if it was called Goonie Goo Goos, if it was called Oopie Goopy or something like that, then okay, that would have been okay. It might have been okay. It probably would. Actually, it wouldn't have been okay. It wouldn't have never sold. We have proof of that with that game that Square Enix came out with the black girl, with the Final Fantasy 15 mechanics. They're trying to sell terrible games with the Final Fantasy name. And that's unacceptable. But these guys don't say nothing. I remember when he was promoting that one button fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters. That you literally use one button to play that game. We all dropped that game within a matter of seconds. But when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, oh my God, these are mega, these are pro positive channels. I do not like these pro positive channels. These toxic positivity channels, man, they're extremely toxic. They'll call somebody like me toxic that's trying to save gaming because I am a fan of gaming. But I'm not sitting around and pulling out my Pinar and jorking it. All of a sudden, it's a problem. I'm the toxic one. I was trying to save gaming for the last 10 years for what we are seeing today. Today. And I was called the toxic one because I wasn't sitting around smiling and giggling with everybody, trying to sell you on garbage. This is not a beef, tension, or drama video. I have nothing against Maximilian Dood, but I respect the hustle. You got a pro positive channel. You sit around and talk about how great this is and how great that is. Meanwhile, sales are plummeting. Meanwhile, gaming is going in the dumpster. But then when Nintendo does something, wow, this is just really bad. Watch, he's gonna say something about the Nintendo Switch that really burns me up, man. This is what really pissed me off. Watch what he says about their first Nintendo Switch. A mouthpiece for the comment section. Yeah. God damn it. Sorry. My TV goes into a reset mode and then it restarts everything. All right, we're gonna go to it, guys. We're gonna go into it. You got to see what Maximilian. I got to agree with the people on Twitter, man. They're riding Maximilian Dood. This dude is crashing out. He is crashing out for PlayStation. We all, whenever you see somebody come attacking Nintendo, they are crashing out for PlayStation. Especially if they're not critical about PlayStation. Oops, sorry. Can you guys hear it? Oh, come on. Hey, look at me, guys. I'm relatable because I like good games from the past. And I'm hyping up sequels to those same games that play nothing like the games that I love from the past. They play nothing like the games you played in your past. You like fighting games. These one-button fighters are ridiculous. And you know it. This dude is crashing out for Sony. It's not just Maximilian Dood. All these channels are getting exposed and destroyed. The new era is coming. Yeah. Angry Joe went off too. We might have to watch that as well. Angry Joe. These are the type of channels, man. Angry Joe, Maximilian Dood, Alpha and Mega Sin, man. They sit around and they wait for what you guys say, and then they jump on and agree with you guys. These toxic positive channels, man. And if I get on channel, if I put my face on the camera, right? If I get my face on the camera, yo, man, look at this guy. He swear he's all that with his mustache and his beard and you know what I mean, and his eyebrows and stuff like that. You know, watch a bunch of black guys going to come in here and critique me, but I guarantee you never critique Maximilian, dude. The guy looks like something out of the 80s.
Did it make an absolute giant splash? New Nintendo hardware, dude. Like, Nintendo hardware in the video game industry is meant to surprise and inspire you. That's usually their goal. And all things considered, the last time it didn't really do that was like the SNES. And the SNES was just a better NES.
Yo, this is the same thing I've been saying on my channel, man. I've been saying this first. I have said this first. I said with every, and yes, with the Super NES, he's wrong. Nintendo was nothing like the Super Nintendo. The Nintendo was nothing like the Super Nintendo. Nintendo, when it came to the games, they were kind of just releasing games. You know what I mean? They were just releasing random stuff. If it was popular at the time, they made a game out of it. Ninja Turtles, Batman, Tiny Toon Adventures, Goonie Goo Goos. It was just random stuff. You know what I mean? But the Super Nintendo was really balanced. It was doing the same thing, but the games were more technical. They were more upgraded. It's just like what it was going to be with the Nintendo Switch too. When you got 24 combatants in Mario Kart, man, how is nobody not talking about that?
A much better NES. And then you got
24 combatants. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, Nintendo is going to use their power for good." Unlike at PlayStation, I do not care about the freckles and Cloud's cheeks. The cheeks on his face. I'm not going to have some Negro nerds down there talking about booty cheeks. Man. No. This is not a beef tension or drama video. I'm just upset. I'm just a little fired up right now.
the N64, a huge jump, which is just like, whoa, we're doing all this crazy stuff.
I was the first one to say this.
A pretty huge jump and a similar, sort of horizontal upgrade. But then after that, massive crazy thing like the Wii. Wii U was not that successful, but it was also a pretty.
You also have the Virtual Boy that a lot of these PlayStation fans seem to ignore. You got the handheld, the Game Boys. What is this? The Game Boy Colors. We've had upgrades like this before. The Game Boy from the Game Boy Color.
When touch screens weren't exactly as into the space that we're in right now.
The DS to the 3DS.
Big system of phone, which was funny. And then the full commitment. And then they went full send with the Nintendo Switch. And I'll be real. I'll be the first one to...
This is what pissed me off. This is what really pissed me off. He's about to admit something that is weird coming from a pro-positive channel. This is the same guy that hyped up the Final Fantasy games that are horrible. This is the same guy that tried to sell us on Dragon Ball FighterZ that is horrible. That's the only thing I really saw on this guy. You know what I mean? So I can't really give you any more explanations. But if he's playing anything modern and he's pretending to like it, it's horrible.
When we were totally wrong. When we were hearing...
No. There's no we. There's no we. There's no we. There's you and then there's me. I did not think... I thought that I was the only one that was going on these podcasts, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo podcasts. I was going on Nintendo podcasts and fighting with Nintendo fans, telling you that, yo, this Nintendo Switch is about to take over, man. How did I know that? Was it some type of Nostradamus? Maybe. I don't know. But the reason I was just going by the timeline of history. I've seen Nintendo take an L before, and I've seen them come back and take over the game. I've seen them take L's before and come right back and take over, man. That's what Nintendo does. But that's what happens with a company that takes risk. If you're going to take risk in this type of world that we're living in, where you have PlayStation freaking 6, you have an Xbox Series X, you got the iPhone, Nintendo decides to do something that's doing what everybody else is doing. All of a sudden, it's a problem. But this is really what grinds my gears, man. I knew because not only did I know that Nintendo claps back after a failure, I also knew that it was going to be a success because it was a handheld. Because it was a handheld console hybrid. I knew it. If you go back and look at the sales, the Game Boy Color, look at those Nintendo DSLs, 3DSLs. They're currently outselling the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo's doing entirely only handheld now. They're ditching 3DS. They're ditching DS.
Is the Nintendo DS the highest selling console in America? I know globally it's PS2, but in America, is Nintendo DS the number one selling console?
I thought it was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, look.
I thought it was stupid.
Look.
I was like, man, them just ditching their mobile.
Look how they really feel about Nintendo. See, when people say things like this, you know what I mean? This is how they really feel about Nintendo. There was nothing dumb about the Nintendo Switch. This is a goddamn PlayStation fanboy, man.
We were totally wrong. When we were hearing that, oh, Nintendo's doing entirely only handheld now. They're ditching 3DS. They're ditching DS. I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I thought it was stupid. And it was like, man, them just ditching their mobile division and not having a console division and just merging them, that seems so stupid. I wasn't the only one that felt that back in like 2016, 2017 when we found out what the Switch was, what it actually was. Well, you know, we were definitely wrong. It was
There's no Wii.
Just like the Nintendo DS. But now this is a bit different. Of all of the systems,
I don't like when people try to put me into stuff that I wasn't part of. I wasn't a part of. No, don't say Wii. Don't say Wii. There's no Wii. I wasn't part of that. You could say Wii for the Wii U or the Wii Nintendo Wii, but don't say Wii. I was not part of that hive mindset. I was not part of the Nintendo hate train. I wasn't part of that. I refuse to people. I don't like that. I don't like him saying we. That bothers me. That irks me. The reason why games aren't fun anymore is because nobody wants to take a risk. Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be the next NES, PlayStation, Xbox, or the next Atari. Yeah.
Goddamn system that Nintendo has produced. From a surface level, it's just the Switch. Again. There's going to be the Switch 3 in 7 years.
So the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4 isn't again?
It's red just like my shirt. Switch big? Nintendo. Big.
God dang it. YouTube, when you're watching on the TV, they give you all these ads. I apologize.
This portable warm air blaster will be in every.
Why do I want that?
By 2026. It can heat a 900.
Okay. Yes, it's big. Right.
I want you guys to put in mind, he's doing all this. He's trying to be funny and charismatic and witty.
Gave it a few extra holes.
Yeah, but this is the same guy that promotes modern Final Fantasy games, and modern one-button fighters.
All right. Expanded.
You got to put that in mind. You got to keep that in mind.
This is very important. How much it can limbo.
You got to put that in mind.
That is the same thing. to my bitch-made eyes, those are the same things. You colored the thing slightly different. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. We're definitely going all around here. Do the controls actually, do the joysticks actually work this time?
Oh, God.
Mouse functionality.
As flimsy and flammery and clumsy those goddamn PlayStation controllers are.
Color coordination this time. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, the Steam Deck. Look at it. Look at the Steam Deck.
That's crazy. Yo, these Sony fanboys are fuming. These Sony fanboys are fumigating, bro. They're fuming, bro. Bro, they're fuming. They're pissed off at the Nintendo Switch reveal. These Sony fanboys have lost their mind. The Steam Deck. I'm telling you, man, with Nintendo, it's damned if you do or damned if you don't, right? That's what sucks with being an innovator. That, as a Nintendo supporter, man, that really pisses me off that he's calling the Nintendo Switch 2 the Steam Deck. And the chat room still hasn't figured out why I'm pissed off right now by him saying that. How that's what sucks about being an innovator. Zobi, you're a cool dude, but I saw that Max video. There is nothing wrong with it. He didn't dump on Switch 2 more than the actual anti-loser channels out there. Max plays Nintendo games live. This is not a beef, tension, or drama video. I'm not coming after Maximilian. I'm just coming off of the idea. I'm coming off of what he's saying because this is a guy that runs a pro-positive channel. I've never seen him say anything negative before when it pertains to these modern games. Now, if he ran a channel where he was like this all the time, then I would say that this is okay. You know what I mean? But you're not understanding where I'm coming from. You're a fan of Maximilian Dood. You just admitted that you're a fan of Maximilian Dood. You watch his videos. He plays Nintendo games. That's fine. Of course he's going to do that. Nintendo's popular. He needs money. You know, he's not going to not. You know what I'm saying? But if it came down to it, I guaranteed if it didn't came down to Nintendo's popularity, he wouldn't play them. If the PlayStation was more popular than Nintendo, he wouldn't stream Nintendo games. But this is a guy that runs a pro. You guys are not understanding what I'm saying right now. He runs a pro-positive channel. I got a real beef with these pro-positive channels, man, that can sit around and be pro-positive. Okay, be pro-positive. But when it comes to Nintendo, there's an extra criticism that comes with that. And we really didn't even get nothing to be extra critical about. And the things that I saw, I'm surprised he didn't saw when it came to the Mario Kart, and that was having 24 combatants. Nobody understands how amazing that is. Nobody understands how powerful that is. 24 players playing online, racing, full speed? That's pretty damn impressive for a handheld console. This is a handheld console. But let me get back to Maximilian. This is what sucks about being innovative, because when you're innovative, the person that steals from you, like the Steam Deck, gets all the credit. I really hate this about this reality, man, that you're the innovator. You're the one that came up with this. And they give props and credits to the person that stole from it. The Steam Deck is the Nintendo Switch, Maximilian Dood. The Nintendo Switch is not the Steam Deck, and it never will be. The Steam Deck is an unmitigated disaster in comparison to the Nintendo Switch. The Steam Deck will never, and I repeat, will never sell the same amount of games and consoles as a Nintendo Switch. So don't ever fix your mouth. This is not a beef, tension, or drama video, but don't you ever fix your mouth to compare the Nintendo Switch to the Steam Deck. There are no comparisons whatsoever. Whatsoever. The Steam Deck stole from the Nintendo Switch, sir. There would be no Steam Deck if it wasn't for the Nintendo Switch. That was complete. I felt disrespected by him just saying that. I feel disrespected. I don't even know why. I'm not even a Nintendo fan. I feel disrespected. Let's hear him say it again.
We're definitely going all around here. Do the controls actually, do the joysticks actually work this time?
Oh God, the witty banter is just horrible.
Mouse functionality.
This is not beef, tension, or drama. the banter is just so it's just not funny, you know. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's those people. So but if I got on there and was saying the goofy stuff he was saying, man, look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. Oh, hold on, what happened? The Blancher, they show both Joy-Cons as mouses. If you can use them at the same time, it would be. Yo, that's. I'm glad you guys are talking about that. Now that's innovation. You're able to get access to the. You're able to get access to the Joy-Cons, flip them on their sides, and then you're able to move the Joy-Cons around like a mouse. Is that not innovation? Can the Steam Deck do that? When the Steam Deck steals from that with their next installment of the Steam Deck, is anybody going to call the Steam Deck out for that? Did anybody call out the Steam Deck when they started to copy the Nintendo Switch? When they showed off the Steam Deck, where people going, yup, that's the Nintendo Switch. No. Did anybody call out PlayStation when they decided to create the Move mode, to copy the Wii? No. Did anybody call out PlayStation for copying Mario by creating Astrobot? No. Please, somebody, the guy that was protecting Maximilian Dood, saying how much he loved him. Can you show me the videos of him calling out PlayStation for copying Nintendo? I'll wait. This is supposed to be a pro-positive channel. But when it comes to Nintendo, they seem to skip all of that when it pertains to Nintendo. Now they can be extra objective, they can be extra critical. You're able to play light gun games on the Switch with the Joy-Cons? Well, yes. You know, I'm not a shooter person. You know what I mean? I've played a few shooters in my past. I played like at least 4 tops: Borderlands, Call of Duty, Black Ops, Battlefield, Bad Company 2. I only played like 4 shooters. And Halo. My whole life, you know. And from what I hear from the first person shooter community, the best way to play a shooter is with a mouse. And, you know what I mean? You're able to get better accuracy and things of that such. Um, so I'm guessing this is going to help with Microsoft when they start to port their Call of Duty games and things of that such to the Nintendo Switch. Phil Spencer said he's going to make it a purpose to put his Call of Duty games on the Nintendo Switch too. So those things will be an asset for Western shooters. Those of us who are here, I'm pretty sure we're not into those type of things. So that type of mouse feature is not going to be our thing. But I'm pretty sure I know Nintendo, they're going to create some games that are going to functionally use those type of functionalities and mechanics when it pertains to the mouse functionalities. I'm guessing the best way, Time Crisis, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if we're going to come up with any new Time Crisis and things of that such. I think this is pertaining for the modern shooters. But for us to really enjoy that first person shooter, the mouse feature, I'm thinking it's going to be Metroid. I think the Metroidian games, you know, are going to use that mouse thing, and it's going to be simply amazing. Just kind of how like the Shika board in Zelda Breath of the Wild, that whole the tablet was supposed to be with the Zelda. God dang it, was supposed to work 1-to-1 with the Zelda, but then they jumped to the Switch, and you know what I mean. Or Xenoblade Chronicles X with that pad. Nintendo was so inventive. Iwata and even Nintendo now, they're in good hands with Iwata's passing. They really know how to use the functionalities. They're not giving you controller vibrating functions. They're not giving you some type of, move the controller left or right functions. They really want you to get full access of what they create. And with the DS, all those consoles, phenomenal, man. The touch screen and stuff like that on the DS. But for us, I don't think we're going to be, I don't know. I could be wrong. There are probably a couple of Call of Duty fans down there, Grand Theft Auto fans and things of that such. Um, but I think for us, it's going to be games like Metroid or some type of tactics game where they got to kind of line it up and stuff like that. They're going to use it very well. They're going to use it very well. So I wouldn't stress over the mouse thing. Let's get back to the witty banner.
And this, I think we just talked about this, dude.
That looks better. That looks better than Astrobot. This looks better than that. Look at that. Wow. Whoa. Dang. Hold on.
Actual new Mario Kart. Mario Kart 9.
Okay, there it is. Wow, that looks better than Astrobot. Look at that. The level of detail.
Like a legit new Mario Kart.
Look at this.
Game.
Wow.
It is.
And they're just zooming out to show the expansiveness of the maps.
That you can pick up on the course and shit. To be legit, dude, I was watching it on my phone. I'm like, sitting there on my phone, is that a new Mario Kart?
Those Western games wouldn't sell well on the Switch too, to be honest. They were made to be like tech showcases rather than games, and those types really don't last. Yeah. You know what I mean, Blandrew? Blandrew's know what I'm talking about. Pikmin, Sin and Punishment, Kid Icarus would be beautiful with that mouse. Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Certain type of games would work well with that mouse, adding extra gameplay functionalities compared to just playing with your thumb and things of that such.
It's likely the absolute best thing you could do, but it's very unceremonious. This information, there is now an ecosystem. Technically the third time, because the Wii U to the Wii to the GameCube, all of these systems sort of shared an ecosystem with each other until they threw it all out that goddamn window with the Switch.
Who didn't think that Nintendo Switch 2 wouldn't have backwards compatibility? I don't.
But at the same point, it's
That only came from PlayStation and Xbox fans.
3DS and DS, that's a good.
Everybody knew this was going to happen. I don't know why everybody's shocked. I don't know why Nintendo had to come out with a disclaimer.
Backwards compatible to Wii games, but on the back end, you can technically also do GameCube on that. It's a Switch Pro. It does come across as like a Switch Pro, and you have to think that. So there was. Let's finish this trailer before I start talking. And then we have to wait until April. The distance between this very brief announcement and this date.
Oh my God, we gotta wait.
Is almost entirely here for investor purposes. Almost entirely here because as I recall, Nintendo had a couple of like investor relation things happening over the past like year. Whenever they would have an
Guys, I know this channel has way more subscribers than me, and with me not talking, you're incredibly bored.
everything would be like.
But this guy has more subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Thing about this is that
People are leaving. If I don't talk, people are leaving.
end of fiscal 2024.
But this is your king. You know what I mean?
Into April. So they're effectively hoping that their fiscal
This is not beef, tension, or drama. I'm just pointing out something.
result of this direct and hopefully the launch of the Switch. So that's very intentional, dude. This date is not coincidental. This is here because they're trying to get people sort of on board that hey, you're gonna want to invest hard into us. And our
We talked about this last night.
which is funny because you would think that they would want to get you sort of amped about 2024. I'm sorry, fiscal end of 2024. It's confusing. I think for me personally, I do get a little bit of deja vu. I do get a wee bit of deja vu here. But they are very different scenarios, very different situations. The deja vu is the Wii U. And as a content creator and somebody that was like looking forward to the system and it was coming out, they clearly were creating a successor to their biggest shit ever, right? Clearly, this is our absolute biggest thing we're going to do. To me, I was like, okay, I'm excited for this. And it's of course, the Wii was the biggest thing ever. So that means that the follow-up to the Wii U, is definitely going to carry that in that direction. The difference is that the market share right now of what Nintendo is in comparison to even the Wii days is pretty significant, man. I don't think it's exactly comparable, but it definitely is in the same vein where it's like, hey, this is kind of like, you know, a marketing of the same system but upgraded. Again, the problem with the Wii U is that it was a much better system. It was a better system, but its marketing literally had it tied to the previous brand. So anyway, Nintendo has a history of doing that now. This is the second time they've done it, from the Wii to the Wii U. And I think the DS to the 3DS is also comparable. But all things considered, the 3DS was a much more capable system, but I don't think it ended up selling nearly as good as the DS. I don't entirely agree with the marketing, but I have to say, just based on what we're looking at, just based on how this is almost the most like nothing burger way to announce a system. And it almost leans on the fact that, hey, you know that thing you already have? You know what this 100% reminds me of? It's an iPhone, dude. This is an iPhone upgrade. And it feels like the way new phones are marketed to you, this thing is a little bit better than that previous thing you had. So it feels just safe.
Did he say this? Did he say this? Did he say this with the PlayStation 5 Pro that he bought? Did he say any of this with the PlayStation 5 Pro that he bought? That doesn't even come with a disc drive. That has no games. To replay Final Fantasy Rebirth, a game that he already played. That costs well with over $700. The PlayStation 5 Pro has, from what people are telling me, 0 upgrades. And the PC version of the games that are playing on the Pro, the PC version runs better. I'm not trying to defend Nintendo, but this is a pro-positive channel. All these channels are pro-positive. This is the best way to get subscribers. It's not about gaming, it's about them. Now they're being extra critical when it comes to the Nintendo. The guy that was defending Maximilian, are you understanding what I'm saying now? Do I have your attention now? These guys are extra positive when it comes to PlayStation. They can find the good in the bad. But when it comes to Nintendo, they can find the bad within the good. This is what y'all wanted. And if Nintendo strayed from anything from what this is, you guys would have cooked it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Only Nintendo. The Nintendo Switch 2 is everything that y'all wanted. And you're still mad. Sounds like a Sony fanboy to me. I still haven't seen the upgrades for the PS5 Pro. I only seen PS4 games right now. Nobody's seen nothing. It's been out for a damn year now. This is a joke. This is a joke. I'm sorry, Max. I'm glad they're calling him out on Twitter because this is ridiculous, man. Said nothing about the PS5 Pro. Nothing. Said nothing about the PS5. These guys just so can happen to find the positive, man. positive. They're just positive enough to keep the internet happy. I'm telling you, man, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to prove all the haters and the doubters wrong. Rightfully so. Even I already came out and I was critical. This is not what I wanted. I did not want just a stronger Nintendo Switch, but at least I can say they're using the power for good. That when I saw the Mario Kart trailer, I did not see an emphasis on hair stubble, freckles, Mario's mustache detail. You know what I mean? I saw fun. And adding on to the fun factor was the 26 combatants. People, y'all don't understand how powerful that is. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just like, so what? Who cares? 26? No, that's huge. You're using the power for good to give us more gameplay options. And I can only just picture and imagine the games that are going to be coming out in the future when it pertains to other franchises. Not only that, it will be an inspiration for developers all over the world. Nintendo is the only, God, I'm done with this video. Nintendo is the only company that I have ever saw that inspires. I mean, yes, bullcrap. The Astrobot creator just came out and said that they were Nintendo was going to show developers that you don't have to use all this power to create a good game. They're going to use the power for good. With great power, Spider-Man, comes great responsibility. Peter. Yo, blame you. They did the same thing with Zelda, complained for generations about rehashing Zelda and to reinvent it. They got Breath of the Wild and got mad at it. Yo, Stormin, what's up, man? Thank you so much, Blanchie, for the donation. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, Blanchie. I think Maximilian Dood was completely irresponsible with that video. The only reason I say that is because he runs a pro-positive channel. If his channel was objective and his channel was like that all the time when it pertains to everything, then I wouldn't do this video. It's part of the Maximilian brand. He's off brand right now. He's off brand. He's being very slick with the tongue, calling the Nintendo Switch the Steam Deck. It's very disrespectful when Nintendo Switch did it first. "24 combatants on a." I'm gonna buy Mario Kart 9, but I'm not a fan of it. You guys are gonna be you're getting your Smash Brother games. You're gonna be, how many players are Smash Brothers now? 4, 6, 8? You're gonna be getting at least 16 combatants now. 16 to 20 combatants on one battlefield, bro. It's gonna be pure chaos out there. I would really love to see another Zelda Breath of the Wild with the Nintendo Switch 2. With the power that it's got now. Look what they did with Zelda Breath of the Wild with the Wii U graphics and system. The Wii U system, they did that. Imagine building a game from the ground up for the Nintendo Switch 2 with Zelda Breath of the Wild. They gotta make another Breath of the Wild, man. They got to, man. I'm sorry, Nintendo fans. No, man, I want the old Zelda back. Man, we gotta see that Zelda. I gotta see this, man. I'm against $70 games. I am. I am. And I wish I could do a picture-in-picture mode right now. Rockstar is talking about that they want to inspire $100 games. I saw the article. I just saw the article earlier. Rockstar says that the Grand Theft Auto 6, their goal is to inspire developers to make $100 games. If you do that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Western gaming, man. If you do that, it's a wrap. It's only a wrap because Nintendo Switch is going to I'll show you how to do this, son. Nintendo Switch is going to show you that you don't need to do all that. You don't need to put all of that. Nintendo Switch is going to inspire. 2 is going to inspire. It's going to show everybody how to do it, how to create a game with the power that they have. PlayStation and Xbox have no inkling of any idea on how to do it. Nintendo's going to show you. I got word from the inside, Nintendo's pissed off about Astrobot. Wait until you see the next Nintendo Switch 2 Mario game. Wait. They're coming full force. Wait until you see the next 3D Mario game. I got word from the inside that they're pissed off. They're not taking this lightly. We made Mario 3, we made Super Mario Brothers, we made Mario Galaxy, we made Mario Odyssey, we made all these amazing games. And Astrobot, a generic straight from left to right platformer, has got the most awards ever. Wait until you see the next Mario game, man. What about Persona 6? I'm so turned off with the Persona. And the original creator will not be working on Persona. That's going to be, I don't know who's going to work on it. Maybe that's a good thing. The original creator wants to work on the Metaphor series. He wants that to be a staple. I still didn't play yet, but I'm hearing rumors that will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 with more features. It's going to be like an upgraded version. I think the ultimate version will be coming. Metaphor ultimate version will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and then it'll get ported to the other consoles later. This is what I'm hearing from the inside. Nintendo pissed off. They're coming, man. They're coming, Ezra. I think Reload and Refantasio would sell well on the Switch 2. I would repurchase. Of course, that's what the beauty of Nintendo Switch 2 is going to do, is that these companies, Square Enix, Capcom, things of that such, who were creating games that were exclusive for the PlayStation or the next generation console that didn't come to Nintendo Switch, they're flopping. Final Fantasy, the new Monster Hunter is going to flop. That's going to flop. Metaphor is a complete flop. Persona 3 Remake is a flop. But when they make the transition to the Nintendo Switch 2, man, we're going to be double dipping, triple dipping. We cannot wait to get access to these JRPGs, man. We're going to be sitting in our homes. We're going to be completely comfortable. I just really cannot understand the fathom of playing a JRPG not on handheld. That is the craziest thing. I saw somebody in my Discord, a good guy, really good guy, but he posted a picture of Tales, the new Tales of remake, and it was the PS5 version. I said, what? I said, I guess he's about to drop this game, because who the hell would play a JRPG on the PlayStation 5? That's ridiculous. Everybody knows, ever since the Game Boy, ever since Pokemon, everybody knows that the ultimate JRPG experience is on handheld. Especially a goddamn remaster of a Wii game. That's my boy Blanju said that. What are you looking for? getting the PS5 version. The PS5 version doesn't offer any upgrades. I even saw a side by side comparison. The colors are more vibrant and more beautiful on the Nintendo Switch OLED than it was on the PlayStation 5. Good job, Twitter, for writing Maximilian Dood. I'm not going to call the fight guy a fraud, but it's off brand. It's off brand. You run a pro positive channel. Stick to that. Let's not cater to the internet. Mario Kart 9 and Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2 launch. Man, like this is going to be probably like think about it, fellas. Oh my god. I'm guessing this is going to be the best year ever for Nintendo Switch or for Nintendo. Think about it. You still got 5 or 6 games that are releasing for the Nintendo Switch. You got the Xenoblade Chronicles X. You have Metroid Prime 4. These are all slated to come out this year. You just got the new Donkey Kong game. It's a remaster of the 3DS game that's going to sell with over 5 to 6, 7 million copies. There is no way that Xbox and PlayStation are going to be able to keep up with these guys, man. They can barely sell 1 million copies on games that got the most rewards ever. They can't keep up, man. They cannot keep up, man. It's Nintendo, and then there's everybody else. Everybody else is in last place. You got the Xenoblade Chronicles. You got the Donkey Kong that just came out. You got the Donkey Kongi game. You got Metroid Prime 4. You got Pokemon Legends of Arceus. And then April 2nd, we're going to be getting a bevy of more Nintendo Switch games that'll be exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2. And with the backwards compatibility, you can take the Legends of Arceus, pop it into your Nintendo Switch 2, and you're good to go. No, Zilby, it's only dedicated. Nintendo said within that disclaimer that some games will not be working, so Legends of Arceus might not work. Yes, it will. They're talking about games that are using certain functionalities, the creative games, your arms, the clips game, certain games like that would use Joy-Cons differently. This is a whole new Joy-Con system here. That's what they're talking about. But come on, stop. When it comes to your JRPGs, you're fine. Damn, this is going to be an electric.
Hey guys,
This is going to be an electric year for Nintendo, man. Oh, what's up with Maximilian, dude? Is he high? Why did he get off brand like that? I don't know. I'm alleging that he's high. I'm just asking the question. I don't know if he's high for certain. I'm just saying, what was up with that? That was very off brand for a very pro positive channel. This is a guy that sat around and told us to buy Dragon Ball Fighters, told us to go buy Final Fantasy 16, told us hyping up Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Those are some of the worst games known to man. But he was able to find the positive. He was able to find the cream within the crop. He was able to find a needle within the haystack. But when it comes to Nintendo Switch, oh my god, it looks exactly like, I'm having a deja vu. That was very off brand for Maximilian. Maxi man, Maxi Pad. What's up with that Maxi Pad? That was very off brand, sir. He's tripping, right? Also, the eShop, yeah, you got access to your eShop games if you guys do digital. I'm guilty. I got this new anti eShop or anti digital thing going on now, but I did purchase some in the past. I didn't know. I knew, but I know better now. Can't take you seriously when you're gassing up games like Pokemon. Did he thought he ate with that comment? Like he swore he thought he's like, yo, I'm about to eat Zombie on this comment. Did he think that he ate on that comment? He really thought he ate. Like, yo, I'm about to get Zombie with this one, man. Yo, man, Pokemon is garbage, bro. He must have really thought he ate on that one. You know what I mean? Your top 5 video games of all time. Pokemon? Yeah. He thought he ate. He thought he ate. Now he's gonna extreme troll in a second. You know? Yo, I'm crazy. He's gonna start extreme trolling in a second. Watch. Look at me, guys. I was just trolling the whole time. Yeah, Pokemon is lit. If you're not playing Pokemon, what are you playing that's better? Everybody plays Pokemon. Yo, you gotta break down your gaming catalog right now, man. Y'all really gotta break it down, man. You guys talking about, man, Zelda Breath of the Wild was alright. You know, from the PlayStation and Xbox guys, man, yo, this Pokemon, man, I can't take you serious, man. You gotta break down the games you're playing that are better. You gotta give me that list of games, yo, because I'm missing out. Because if you found somebody better than Pokemon, Zelda Breath of the Wild, I gotta get that list. I gotta get it. Fortnite, Valorant, League of Legends. Thank you for giving me your list. Thank you for that list. Y'all gotta, if y'all playing anything better than Pokemon, please give me a list. I've been missing out. Pokemon is lit. It's one of my favorite video games of all time, man. Even if I quit gaming, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon. I was in the mood to play Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver today. I was about to pop that bad boy in, man. I might still do it tonight. Got 2 days off. Starting already, guys. It's starting already with this, but this time we're gonna combat the energy. We're gonna combat that negativity, man. Anybody posting videos, man, we getting at them ASAP. 26 online players at once on that giant map, fully detailed sand, dust, debris, tumbleweeds. Cars are gonna be. Oh my god, that Mario Kart is gonna be insane. I'm gonna be there day one. I don't even like Mario Kart, but I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm gonna pick. Who I go with? I'll go with one of the female characters. I go with Princess Peach or something. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me out there. You might see me out there with the 24 combatants. I might just pop up in a random 24 combatant, just be in there. Like, yo, is that Zobi? Boop, doop, boop. Yeah. It looks like they might multiple tracks per world. Yeah. What's Power World? Power World, Power World. Come on, let's stop. What is Power World? I think Nintendo sued those clowns, as they should. April 4th, man. I can't wait. But I can wait. I can't wait. All right, fellas. I want to do a video. I would add it on to this video, but it would just be too long. Game Over Greggy. Greg Miller did a 2 to 3 hour interview with Yoshida. I want to do some type of reaction video to that. Hopefully we can get that, I don't know, tonight, tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he does like a 2 hour
How's your car?
crap.
Like new. Engine's been great. Your insurance company?
We might come back tonight. It's still a little early, 5 o'clock. We might come back around, I don't know, 12. Stay close to your computers. Bookmark this channel. Put the notifications on. 2025, we're going all in on just hard work. We're gonna watch this Game Over Greggy. I didn't necessarily watch it, but I want to hear what he has to say. I saw clips that was very interesting, and it was very Zobi 70 esque. There were things that I was saying for a very long time, but at the time when I was saying them, everybody thought I was trolling. Everybody thought it was funny, Google, geeky type stuff. But he came out and basically just confirmed everything that I said. Um, he also was, there was a part of I have to kind of pat myself on the back for a lot of things, for a lot of games failing. Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Horizon Forbidden West. We really rode Horizon Forbidden West, and he was shocked that it didn't sell. But I think it was because of us. I think it was because of us. Pat yourself on the back, guys. We rode Horizon Forbidden West like a goddamn saddle, like a Western saddle. Didn't we ride that game? We did camp outs. It was nobody there. Yo, we rode that game. While the media was sitting there jorking their penars to it, we were the only ones going, this ain't it. This ain't it. Xenosaga Episode Trilogy Remaster on the Switch. Yeah, those are the things I definitely want is remasters to games that came out in the past. I just don't want any censorship or altercations like they did with Paper Mario and Dragon Quest. Um, but my main thing with the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm watching Nintendo because I'm going to turn on Nintendo. I'll turn on anybody. I'm watching them like a hawk. I'm watching how a hawk watches its prey. You know what I mean? I'm watching them like how a cat just, you ever seen a cat just keeping his eye like, oh shit. That's me. I'm watching Nintendo like a hawk, and I want to see how they utilize that power. And they already got a plus from me by that Mario Kart trailer. That Mario Kart trailer was a major plus for me. It's easy to agitate and irritate me. That was a major plus. 24 combatants on the field, the level of detail that I saw, the gameplay functionalities. I said, okay, they're keeping it fun. Something that Sony and Microsoft will have no understanding of, but they will after Nintendo does it first. But when then Nintendo does it first, and then Sony and Microsoft steals from it, then it's like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. Mario who? Nintendo Switch who? You know what I mean? They censor Paper Mario. Google Paper Mario censorship, Thousand Year Door. And they had Princess Peach saying certain things, and they rephrased it for a more modern audience, whatever that audience may be. I don't know, for something about the West, something about Caucasians, they have a problem with Princess Peach being rescued by Mario. So they fixed a lot of certain texts of what the characters are saying. Google it. It'll pop right up. You won't Google it, but Google it. I don't know what it is about the West. I don't know what it is about the specifically Caucasian males have a problem with a man rescuing a woman. That bothers them for some strange reason. That's why this new Zelda game bothers me. I'll never play that game. It bothers me, irks me. Yeah, apparently the Nintendo we're running the Matrix demo. Also, the Nvidia conference suggests that they have a more modern custom. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's like speaking Spanish to me right now. But if I can translate, yeah, I'm hearing that the Nintendo Switch has some type of circuitry within it, that you're going to be able to take your Nintendo Switch games and put them into the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's going to improve textures, colors, and things like that. Such, you're going to be getting like a brand new game. Am I right about this? This new AI functionality that they have this new AI chip functionalities within the Nintendo Switch too. Am I wrong or right? They're going to be taking your old Nintendo games, you put them into the Nintendo Switch, and they're going to be giving it more vibrant colors, more beautiful colors, making the games look even more better. So you're going to be getting access to your games. What were the best looking games I played on the Nintendo Switch? You got the Xenoblade Chronicles, even the like chibi bobbleheads. Um, the best looking game. Oh, Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11S was an amazing looking game. That game is beautiful. I would love to go to the Nintendo Switch too and put that in there and see what that would look with the upgradients. You know what I mean? It's called I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I'm a gamer. I am not some type of tech weirdo. You know what I mean? DLLSS. I don't know. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a gamer. When I look at stuff, I'm looking at the games. I'm not going up into the. I'm not popping open the Nintendo Switch and looking and with a magnifying glass to see what type of. Make sure it has certain circuitries. Nah, man. I'm just a gamer, man. Ever since going back from playing the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, the Dreamcast, it's always been about the games for me. You know what I mean? I would be hyped if they came out with a Dreamcast. If they came out with a new console with the Dreamcast graphics, chips and stuff like that, I would be like, oh man, what's this? What's this? I got to get this. You know what I mean? What is this? Metroid Dread looks incredible. Yeah. It depends on developers and games. It is patched or not to get that. Okay. Pokemon Legends Z is going to have a million Pokemon battlings at one. Ooh. Oh, you're right. Because in Pokemon Legends of Arceus, you can like walk up onto like 3 or 4 Pokemon, right? Like 3 Pokemon. Yeah, man. So you're gonna be getting you're gonna be caught on the wrong side of the streets at certain times with the new Legends of Arceus, man. You're gonna be jumping into battles, and there might be like 5 or 6, 7 Pokemon surrounding you. You about to get jumped. You gonna have to run from that battle, or if you win, you're gonna get a lot of experience points. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, now you guys are using your brains. You know what I mean? Like now you guys are thinking. Now you guys can see the endless possibilities of gameplay options that we're going to be getting, man. Things that you cannot get from any PlayStation or Xbox exclusive. In Xbox exclusives, you're playing a first-person Indiana Jones game when the combating, the punches look crazy, it looks stupid. In PlayStation, there are no exclusive Astrobot, but it looks stupid to me. It looks dumb. Everything else is just remasters. I guess Spider-Man 2, but that looks horrible. Spider-Man, you could barely fight. Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5, you could barely fight 2 people at once without the game tripping up and lagging up on you. PlayStation is done. Yes. Yes. Concord, baby. Thank you so much, Concord. Whoever's idea was to create Concord, to create these LPGT games for PlayStation. Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna be. I want to do the review of the Yoshida with Greg Miller because he was saying some things that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to give the interview a once over because I just don't want to be sitting through a 2 hour interview. So we're gonna have to try to find clips and things of that such. And we got to go. We have to go over this. This is old news, but we have to go over this. This means a lot to me. Um, what I'm about to say is going to be racist, but it wouldn't be racist if it was all black people. I'm only saying this because it's just the question I've been asking for years. How the hell did Sony go from an all Japanese company, Sony PlayStation Gaming, go from all Japanese to all Caucasian? How did that happen? What did Japan do to lose its grasp on the PlayStation brand? How did PlayStation Studios fire everybody Japanese that worked there? I know they currently have a Japanese president. They're sharing. They got co-presidents at PlayStation right now. One's Japanese, one's Caucasian. But we all know the Caucasian guy is running the show due to how terrible the games are. I know this is racist, but look at it if it was black people, it wouldn't be racist. It would be funny. How the hell did that happen? I hear you, Zobi. Unlike Nintendo, still running. Yeah, there's no going. That's already there. Just shows you that it's there's you can't. My father told me something years ago that stuck with me, and sometimes you'll see overseas randomly. You'll see. I remember it was years ago. They were showing Indian or they were showing people who were from that land destroying artifacts. They were taking artifacts, throwing it on the ground, stomping on it, smashing it, and destroying it. And my father was looking at it and he said, "See how that's how you know that's not theirs. It's somebody else's." So we ever see people in a specific place and you go, okay, these are Pakistanians or these are those people, they're really not from there. They've migrated there throughout history because you would see that they would have more respect for their own stuff. They would have the ultimate respect. It's like when you see Americans or Westerners in their own homeland, they know what to do. They know how to present themselves. They know how to judge other people if they're not doing the right thing, if they're in America. But when they go to Japan, they start desecrating and violating the culture over there. Swinging on the handlebars on the subways, graffitiing, you know what I mean? The Japanese people got to put out signs saying, please, no Westerners here because you guys are coming in and causing chaos in our restaurants. And the same thing applies for PlayStation. PlayStation was built by Japanese minds. Now it's being ran by Caucasian minds. I know it's coming off racist, but I'm just trying to spit some real stuff right here. And PlayStation is crumbling and falling beneath us. But I don't think people that are running PlayStation care because you know what? They didn't create it. It's not theirs. They'll just move on to the next thing. Or they'll use whatever they learned at PlayStation to build a better company. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, they didn't create it, so it's no big deal to just blow all this money on freckles. And somebody made a comment in the comment section, hey man, that Nintendo's ran by Japanese people, man, so they're gonna have nothing but love, care, and admiration for what they're doing. How did that happen? I know it's gonna come off racist what I'm saying right now, but I'm really not trying to be racist. I'm just, it's you can talk about certain people, certain black. If it was black people, it wouldn't be racist. What I'm saying, if black people took over Japan and took over Nintendo, you guys would know exactly what I was talking about. But if you talk about certain people, I'm like, God, this is reverse racism, man. What are you trying to imply, man? What are you saying? I'm just saying, how did Japanese PlayStation go from Japan all the way to California? How did that happen? What the hell did Japan do? And why didn't Nintendo make that? Nintendo didn't make that same mistake. They want to. Oh, they want Nintendo so bad. They want Nintendo so bad. that demon that works over there at PlayStation, he made a whole he made a whole TED Talk seminar on how toxic video games were, and he used all Nintendo games, Capcom games, Square Enix, Namco Bandai games. He used all Japanese games, and then got the nerve to say that his game is inspired by Cowboy Bebop and Akira. That is, y'all understand the things that I hear and say that piss me off. Y'all be thinking I'm goofy and trolling, man. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, how dare they fix their mouths to say something like that, man? I'm not a man that promotes violence, man, but that makes me want to get violent. Thank God for Nintendo, man. Thank God for Nintendo, man. That's one of the reasons why I'm so protective. Has nothing to do with no goddamn being a fanboy of anything, man. But Nintendo is the only company, man, that's just protecting gaming at the end of the day, man. They're the only company that's protecting us. They're the only ones. And I will not sit here and let some guy who looks like he's some cartoon character from the 80s sit here and say it was a nothing burger and they were copying the Steam Deck. I won't allow that. I'm not creating beef, tension, or drama with no YouTuber. I'm just saying that is not going to be allowed in 2025 and beyond. PlayStation never took the time to craft a vision for their brand. Then 30 years later, they had to start following Hollywood's trends because they aren't known for anything else. They're just draining the well. Agreed. Nintendo loves gaming. They basically created the modern gaming industry. All right, we'll be back, guys. I'm guessing we're gonna be back probably tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow for sure. Um, and I just got a lot of things to get off my mind. Oh, you know what? I also want to talk about this. This Zobi 70 is a habitual line stepper. What I'm about to show you right now, I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm not even going to say certain words. What I'm doing, I'm just going to show you. I'm not even going to say certain words because it's going to trip the algorithm. The algorithm is watching just like how the T-1000 and the Terminator movies are basically the algorithms. They're watching us. They're like, well, what's that? What's that program? What's that program? The T-1000s. What was it called? It was supposed to be doing everything for us. It's supposed to be cooking our meals and doing our chores and doing our work for us. What's that program called? I keep forgetting. Come on, guys. I need some of my peoples down there. Where y'all at? What was it called? Skynet. Thank you. Thank you so much. The algorithm is Skynet. But certain websites got canceled. I'm not going to say any names. We're not going to trick. Don't say anything down there, guys. Certain websites got taken off and then brung back on. And on these certain websites, they were talking that real stuff, man. You go on that website, man, you get the scrolling. You can see some real stuff on there. People are really talking. They're exposing things, unlifting things, talking about what happened, you know. But I want to show you guys something, man. I was shocked when I saw this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. You don't even know do you know what this is at? Y'all know what this is at? They're building these futuristic cities in this place. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Yeah, I sat here and watched this video. I was mind blown. Look, 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 look. Look at these futuristic cities. These are things you do not see in America. Look, look, look. Look. Look at these futuristic cities. You don't even know this is here. Look. Look. Look at this. Look how everybody's dressed. Everybody's well dressed. They're not walking around in Crocs, pajama pants, Dragon Ball Z pajama pants. Look at this. Look how well dressed everybody is. The economy is booming. Y'all, I never knew this stuff was going on. America hasn't grown nowhere in the slightest the way that these cities are growing. Looking at that just shows me how stagnant and how destroyed and how much of a third world country America has become. People are actually outside over there, shopping, well dressed, bellies are full. And they tell us that these are companies that are heavily dictated. Something's not adding up. I can't use keywords. I can't use words here, man, but we're going to do a video on this. I'm a line stepper. I like to cross the line. I know I'm not supposed to be crossing that line. I know. You ever watch the Bugs Bunny cartoons? The Bugs Bunny be like, I dare you to cross this line. To Yosemite Sam. And then Yosemite say, I'm a cross it. And he crosses that line. And Bugs Bunny's like, oh, see. I would play that cartoon, but I don't want to get flagged by Warner Brothers or something, man. I'm a habitual. I know I'm not supposed to be crossing these lines. I know these are the things that get your channel dinged. But it's just something within me, man. It just makes me want to do stuff I'm not supposed to do, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with what I'm doing, but when it pertains to Skynet and the powers that be, who just so happen to be certain races of colors, I don't want people seeing this stuff. What did wisdom say? In America, the cities look apocalyptic. Bro, did you see that? I might have to, I've been talking mad smack to the immigrants, man. I might have to migrate to China. I might have to get on some type of raft and make my way to China. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm triggering Skynet. Skynet's like, bzzz. They're going to send some type of futuristic robot to my house. If not for me, for my son. I'm going to name my son John Connor. I might have to make a migration, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe that the immigrants are trying to come over here, man. This place is done. Nothing has grown. New York City has not grown. California has been is going through their problems as we see right now. It looks like the 90s over there. That's how the 90s used to be. Everybody was outside chilling. You know what I mean? They living it up over there. Watch that video. It's watch this. There's a bunch of these little cities. It's not this place, but this place is the place I want to go first. I never want to go to Japan again. After the videos I saw with the Westerners going over there, the magic of a mind-blowing walk to a tour. But there's a bunch of them. There's not just this city. There's Shanghai. There's all types of stuff, man. And you're still gonna get that Japanese feeling because it's that Japanese culture is basically the Chinese culture. You know what I mean? China's a lot older, a lot more civilized. It's not civilized, but a lot more older. We'll just say. Yeah, yeah. I hear you, wisdom. A lot of the Negro nerds was making that migration to Japan. I'm not going, man. I think you guys should start investing in other places, man. There is a YouTuber who is Caucasian said the new American dream is to get out of America. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit.